Hey guys, it's Caleb with the Tradition Coffee Company, and bringing you guys the next coffee review video in our series of coffee reviews. Today, we are excited to welcome Seattle's best coffee to our video today. So we're tasting the Portside blend for Seattle's best. This is their medium roast, hearty, well-rounded, smooth roasted. A lot of typical words that are used to describe supermarket coffee, such as Folgers and Maxwell House. So I'm going to go ahead, start the brew with our plunger or French press or coffee press, as a lot of people call it. I'm going to start the brew, and then we'll get into why we chose this coffee and all that good stuff. If you have any questions on how to use a French press, we'll have a separate video just for French press and how to use them and everything about them. But we're starting with about 53 grams of pretty coarsely ground coffee, best for the French press. And I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead and start getting my grinds all nice and wet. All right, here we go. All right. And with a kettle like this fellow Staggy Cave that we're using, it makes it a little more time consuming because it's got a fine pour. We're gonna go and let a little bit of bloom happen there. So the essence of, like I said, we have a separate video for French press, but to quickly go into it is we're soaking our grinds. We're gonna let them bloom a little bit so we can get some of those aromas from the coffee in. I mean, it doesn't smell bad. It's actually pretty good smell. I mean, medium roast, it smells a little darker than like a traditional medium roast to me, but it smells pretty good. So, all right, bloom was good, so we're gonna keep pouring. So, as I'm brewing, we'll talk about why I chose this one. So, we did Maxwell House a few videos ago, and that turned out pretty good, and everyone seemed excited. So, I wanted to begin to dive deeper into these. So, I went down to my local Publix. And I took a look at their current offerings. Publix has a lot of ground coffee, but as far as whole bean, I wanted to differentiate it, try to give a little bit of different flavor profile there. So I wanted to give whole bean. Not as much whole bean coffee available at Publix. This was one of the few that I found that Publix had available. So I jumped on it, and we're going to taste it and see what we have here. So our timer's finished here. So with our press, we're going to go ahead and slowly press or plunge our coffee here. And I can tell by pressing this that my grind should have been a little bit finer, but that's okay because I'll still be able to get a pretty decent experience out of this cup. So what I'm expecting out of this cup, before I even taste it, I smelled it. It smelled pretty good. I mean, it smells like a regular coffee. I wouldn't say I'm getting anything special. I wasn't getting any of the chemically smells that I was getting from some of the Maxwells and Folgers and stuff like that. But I'm expecting, like it says, a medium roast. It says smooth and roasted. So I'm expecting just a classic coffee taste. I don't think I'm going to get any crazy flavors, which is a little disappointing because at this point I think I'm probably just getting all of the flavors of the roast and not necessarily a growing region. Now, for this coffee, I really couldn't tell you where it's grown at. It doesn't give me any indication of where it's grown at. So I'm just going to say it was grown. Not sure where, but we're going to leave it at that. So I'm expecting mainly flavors of the roast, not as much growing region. And again, it's black, nothing in it, no cream or sugar or anything like that. Feel free, if you love cream and sugar, make it your way. That's coffee. It's really your interpretation of it. You enjoy it your way. And here we go. So we're gonna go in for our first sip, and we're gonna see. So it smells like diner coffee. I mean, what you would expect if you go to like a Denny's or something like that. I think they describe this, as I said, as the working class. So I guess that would be a pretty suited thing. And you know, the beauty of it is that type of coffee, that really diner coffee, is actually what most people associate with coffee. So it's cool that they're able to capture that in essence. That. All right, let's go in for a taste. It's good. I would give it that diner taste. I mean, I'm getting a lot of the roast flavor. As far as something that I could grab from the grocery store, I think this was like $6 or $7 for a 12-ounce bag. That's a really, really good price for whole bean coffee that's not, pre-ground or instant or anything like that. I would be interested to see what their darker roast tastes like. This would be, it's not dark. It's a little medium to a dark. I would consider this a little more darker than like what I think of a medium roast. But I'd be interested to see what their dark roast tastes like and go from there. And I'm excited to be able to take this one because this is one of the better ones that I've tried. I'm excited to be able to pair this up against some of our coffees eventually and do a side-by-side tasting to really understand what, if you like Seattle's best, what's the best tradition coffee company for you, and things like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, if you enjoyed these, go ahead and subscribe and leave a comment letting us know what you think. If you tried this coffee or if you're going to go out and try it now that we've given it a try. And keep watching, and then until next time, happy brewing, and I wish everybody the best in their brewing journeys.